Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Friday, and welcome to this week's edition of Matthew Sports Talk. I apologize, I meant to do this a little earlier in the week, but I got sidetracked, which happens all the time. Before I get started today, I hope everyone had a very, very good Thanksgiving. I hope they had time to spend with their family or their friends and had some really, really good food. I know I did. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. Start with the Minnesota teams. I know I'll kind of backtrack a little bit. The Vikings, man, rough loss on Sunday. Definitely not one that we needed. We could have won that game. We should have won that game, but how I'll put it is I'll attach the blame. I'll put 60% on Kirk Cousins, 35% on the offensive line, and then 5% on the defense. The defense had a pretty good game, so you're wondering why did I put 5% on them? Very, very crucial and stupid penalties that they had. They had the unsportsmanlike conduct by Wilson, and they had the late hit on the quarterback by Harrison Smith. So that's that. 60% on the Cousins. I was going to put more on the offensive line, but then I was like, the 2 interceptions that Cousins threw, he really should have done that. But at the same time, I feel like some of that you could put on the offensive line because they couldn't stop crap. I mean, and yeah, I get it. Khalil Mack. Sorry, I'm going to... Nope. I want to focus it out a little bit. I get it. Khalil Mack is like a force to be reckoned with, and trying to stop him is damn near impossible. But Riley Reef got embarrassed. I mean, you're a 320-pound man, and one person can put your ass on the ground using one hand. That's what Khalil Mack did. You should be embarrassed. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter how good Khalil Mack is. You should be embarrassed regardless. So, critical game against the Packers. It's a must-win. I mean, considering how hard our next couple of games are, this is a must-win. Not only for even trying to stay in contention with the division title for Chicago, but just in essence of trying to get into the playoffs. I feel like in the NFC, you need 10 wins in order to even have a chance of getting a playoff berth. The AFC, you could make in as a 6th seed at 9-7. I don't think you can make it in as a 6th seed at 9-7 in the NFC. So that's how I feel about that. Quickly touch up on the other Minnesota teams. I think I did do, I want to say on Friday is when I did my last sports talk. 23rd. Last Friday, I want to say. Yeah, it was last Friday. Wow, it's been a full week. Timberwolves, they won on Friday against Portland, which I was happy about because I did go to that game. And since that game, they've kind of stunk it up. Lost on Sunday 100-87 to the Grizzlies, and they lost Wednesday 103-101 to the Nuggets. So, and then they do got a game today at 11 a.m. against the Nets. Should be winnable. Then they got a game Saturday at home against the Bulls, and then they're at the Cavaliers. So they could win, and they could go 3-0 in that span, which would be very, very important since they're sitting at 7-11 right now. So that's the Timberwolves. Gophers football lost to Northwestern, not that surprising. But in the ironic twist of fate, they're playing Wisconsin tomorrow. And even though it's in Madison, Wisconsin has not had a good season this year, considering where they started. So there's any chance to get that 6th win and become bowl eligible and probably break a curse it has with how many games in a row Wisconsin has beaten them. This is your opportunity right there. The Wild, I haven't really looked at the Wild. They lost Saturday 3-2 to Buffalo. They lost Sunday 3-1 to the Chicago Blackhawks, and then they won Wednesday 6-4 against Ottawa, and then they played today against the Jets. So I think they're still doing all right. I mean, they still have the 2nd most points in the conference, so that says something. Other than that, that's pretty much all the Minnesota teams that I want to talk about. The Gophers basketball. Oh yeah, the Gophers men's basketball team. 5-0. Funnily enough, they're actually starting pretty good. They had a solid game against Utah a week ago. I'm pretty sure I talked about that, but solid tournament resume win. And they also had 2 more this weekend because they played in Showcase in Vancouver. Beat Texas A&M 69-64 on Sunday. Beat Santa Clara 80-66 on Tuesday, and then beat Washington 68-66 on Wednesday. That's pretty good. And then Monday they have the ACC Big Ten Challenge at Boston College. So that would be another solid tournament. NCAA tournament resume win if they get that. And then next Friday I'm actually going to first ever basketball games be played at US Bank Stadium and prep for the Final Four next year. I'm going to that with my dad and my brother. They're going to be playing Oklahoma State, so hopefully that should be a pretty good game as well. So let's get to the long await. Oh wait, before I get to the power rankings, let me just say, Monday Night Football, Rams against the Chiefs. Oh my god, was that? Oh my gosh, it was a beautiful thing to watch. I mean, if you like defense, there was a little bit of defense, but considering the final score was 54-51, you probably were not happy watching that game. But I think it's the best regular season game in NFL history that I've seen. That is, there might have been others, but yeah. And then I'll get into it a little bit more when I get to my power rankings, which I'll be having coming up. These power rankings do not include what happened yesterday for the Thanksgiving games, which I will touch up base on pretty quickly. Without any further ado, let's get to the power rankings, the NFL power rankings. Before we do that, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. All right.